first video, which I will link down below in case you haven't seen it yet, I talked about a list of 5 goals that I wanted to try and achieve over the next couple of months. And one of the goals was that I wanted to try and be more independent, which I haven't really fully been doing lately. And I think it's just been kind of hard because a lot of the things that I would like to ideally be doing are definitely more extroverted activities, and it's been a pretty hard transition for me for a couple of different reasons. I definitely still have a lot of anxiety about going out alone, and with the weather getting hotter recently, my health condition, which is called POTS, has also been getting pretty severe. I have actually taken a few months off of work just because I was fainting multiple times during my shifts, and it was just getting really hard on my body and a lot harder to accommodate. So I've definitely just been taking it easy since then, but I made a pact with myself and it's actually been getting a little bit cooler this week. So I figured it was time to just rip the band-aid off and take you guys along with me for some emotional support. And just before I talk about my plans for the day, I also wanted to say an enormous thank you to you guys for being so kind and welcoming to me on YouTube. My channel has actually now reached 1,400 subscribers, which is just so crazy to me. This is a milestone that I didn't think I was gonna reach until months down the line, and it was literally just last week that I was thanking you guys for 500 subscribers, which was already way beyond my expectations. So it's just been a really exciting journey so far, and I am so incredibly grateful and really happy to be doing this. So thank you guys so much. But now on to my plans. So first I'm gonna head out and get some breakfast for myself. I'm thinking probably just something pretty quick and easy. And then after, I wanted to stop at Trader Joe's to pick up a quick and easy lunch for myself because later on today, I'm planning on going to a local bookstore called Beachtown Bookstore, which is somewhere that I've been wanting to go to for a couple of months. And I'm very excited because it's also conveniently located right next to the beach. So afterwards, I'm planning on heading down there with my lunch and a book and maybe my journal too, and just hanging out down by the beach for a little bit by myself and getting in some sun. And then later on tonight, I also wanted to try and cook a dinner for myself because it's something that I haven't done in a really long time. But after that, I'll probably just do a little bit of self-care and maybe read again for a little bit. But those are my plans for today. Nothing too crazy or exciting, but I'm pretty happy with what I came up with. So let's go ahead and head out and get some breakfast. So I just picked my breakfast up and I am so excited to eat this. I've been coming to this place for, I think it's a little over a year now, and they literally have the most delicious avocado toast ever. My favorite right now is this salmon one that comes with some like lettuce, salmon, sesame seeds and pepper, and also little tomatoes. I also got a coffee from them. I just got an iced lavender honey oat milk latte. Lavender is literally like my favorite syrup ever. I love going to smaller coffee shops and trying out their versions of lavender iced lattes. And I've tried getting a lavender syrup of my own to mix in with my cold brews at home, but it never really tastes the same. Literally so good. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just eat this really quick, and then luckily there's actually a Trader Joe's right across the street, so after I finish this I'm going to head over there and pick up myself some lunch for later on. And I was originally planning on going to a grocery store that's a little bit farther out. It's a Korean grocery store because for dinner I was planning on making myself some spicy rice cakes, but that store is pretty far out of the way. It's actually on like the opposite side of town from where the beach is. So I think I'm also gonna look around Trader Joe's and just see what they have there and if there's anything that I might want to cook myself for dinner, so that way I don't have to go back out after the beach. But anyways, I am so excited to eat this, so I will check in back with you guys a little bit later. I am leaving Trader Joe's now, and I'm a little bit bummed out because I didn't end up really having anything that was appealing to me for dinner tonight. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do for dinner anymore. I think I might still go to the Korean grocery store after the beach if it's not too late and I'm feeling up to it, because I am still really craving the rice cakes, but it's definitely just a hassle and like super out of the way. But anyways, I am headed back home right now because I want to pick up either like a cooler or a lunch box, so that way I can keep my food cold and fresh while I am at the bookstore before I go to the beach. And then I also have to pick up a beach towel and then also pack my book and my journal. I'm really hoping I don't forget to actually also pack a pen. I feel like that's something I'm gonna forget, so I'm gonna write down a reminder for like 10 minutes from now so that right when I get home I will actually put it in my purse so I can take it with me. But I'm super excited. It's not as warm as I originally thought it was gonna be, so I'm definitely gonna have to bring my sweater, but I think it'll still be really nice at the beach, and I think I'll have a really nice time just relaxing and reading because it's something that I haven't done for a super long time. But anyways, I will see you guys at home. So I am back home now, and I'm just packing up my lunch really quick. So I'm just gonna use a little lunchbox to take with me, and then I have a beach bag in my car with the towel already in it, so I'll probably just put everything together in the big beach bag. But I just have a little ice pack in there, and then I just got a little pack of fruit, and then I also picked up a salad. Every single time I go, I have a super hard time deciding what salad I want, but I haven't gotten one of these in a while, so I thought this would be good. And then I also just got myself a little pack of some pea chips. And one of the things that I love about Trader Joe's is that they usually always offer you some wooden utensils to take with you if you buy like a ready-to-go salad or something. So these come in super handy because I'm not gonna have to deal with like packing up any dirty utensils and then washing them when I get home. And then now that my lunch is all packed, I'm also just packing the other things that I'm bringing. I'm gonna bring my journal, and thank God I remembered to also grab a pen. I don't know if I'm actually going to do anything with this just because I might be too busy reading and eating, but I figured it would be nice to take it anyways because I see a lot of videos of people like journaling on the beach or just out while they're at the park or something, and I thought it would be really cute to have with me. And then while I'm at the beach, I'm also going to be reading. Right now, I'm still on Queen of Shadows. I'm currently on chapter 25, so I want to say I'm like a good 30% into the book, but I'm actually not going to be bringing this with me because I caved and bought the book on my Kindle. I originally came up with a plan to just get all the physical copies of the Throne of Glass series because I really like the covers and want to have them on my shelf. And I was just going to read them through their physical books, but it was really late at night one night and I kind of just wanted to sit in the dark, so I ended up buying it on my Kindle. But it works out because I would definitely prefer to take this with me to the beach so that way it doesn't get any like sand on the pages and I don't risk ruining the book while it's like in my bag or anything. And one thing that I love about the Kindle is its size, which fits perfectly into my purse, so I also don't have to worry about it getting like stolen or broken. And I did notice a lot of people asking me where my purse is from. I just have the Baggu black medium crescent bag, and I literally love this bag so much because it fits everything that I could possibly need in it, including my Kindle. And then I'm also just bringing a bottle of water with me, but I think that's about everything that I'm taking with me. So let's go head out and go over to Beachtown Bookstore. So I just got to the beach after leaving Beachtown Books, and oh my god, it was so cute in there. There was a girl who was working at the register and I completely forgot her name, which I'm so mad at myself for, but she was literally the sweetest person ever. I picked up Empire of Storms and she saw that I was holding it and started talking to me about the book and about the whole Throne of Glass series. That kind of just spiraled into more conversations about books and like
different suggestions that we had for each other and like our opinions on like the Throne of Glass series and other things that we read. It was just such a nice conversation. It definitely made me feel a lot better about being out here by myself, just because I have actually been pretty anxious, especially when I'm trying to film clips. But having someone like be that nice and kind to me while I'm out, it honestly eased up my nerves a lot. And it was just so nice to connect to someone about something that I love and I'm so passionate about. She ended up actually giving me a discount on the books, which was so sweet and so like unnecessary, but I'm definitely glad that I found that place and I am super excited to keep going back there. I don't think it's gonna fully replace Barnes & Noble's, just because Barnes & Noble's is like really convenient and this is about 20 minutes away from my house, but it was definitely a really nice experience and I'm super happy that I was able to support a smaller bookshop. So I only got 2 books from there, and the first one that I got was Empire of Storms, which is the next book in the Throne of Glass series. I figured I might as well pick it up because they had it there, and I'm most likely going to be finishing Queen of Shadows pretty soon, so very happy that I got this. And then the next book that I got, which I've had my eye on for a pretty long time, but I haven't really been sure about buying, is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I've heard some pretty mixed things on this, but this has been on my TBR for a while now, and I was originally planning on getting this on my Kindle, but I saw it in there and I really wanted to support a smaller locally owned bookstore, so I figured I might as well purchase it. But I'm very happy with what I was able to get, and I'm definitely going to be going back there again soon. Anyways, let's go ahead and head down to the beach. So I am at the beach now, and I'm actually really happy because it's not crowded at all, which is really nice for me, but it's definitely a lot more overcast than I was originally thinking it was going to be. I actually like it a little bit more. I'm definitely pretty happy with the weather, and so right now I'm probably just going to unpack my lunch and then eat for a little bit, and then I'll probably just start reading and relaxing. But I'm definitely really happy that I actually got myself to come out here because it's super nice. There's something really special about just spending time by yourself and being able to find comfort in your own presence. So I think that I did a good job of making this goal, and I think it's actually going to be really beneficial to me in the future. So I'm done eating now, and I actually didn't end up finishing my salad or the fruit. I was a lot fuller than I expected to be from my breakfast, but that's fine. I'll just have some leftovers for either later on tonight or tomorrow. But now that I'm done eating, I'm gonna go ahead and just relax for a little bit and read some of my book. I don't know how long I'm actually gonna end up staying here, just because it is actually getting a lot colder than I originally thought it was going to, but the weather's still pretty nice, so I'm hopefully gonna try and get through a pretty good chunk of this and just kind of see where the time takes me. I still kind of want to try journaling, but I don't know if I'll get to that today. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading, and we'll see where we go from there. About 5 chapters of the book, so I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made, and it's starting to get pretty cold, so I think I'll probably pack up my stuff and head out in a little bit. I think I'm just gonna read for a little bit longer. I definitely have to say I'm very happy that I ended up coming out here today. It's been really relaxing and nice just to spend time outside of the house and get some fresh air and also read a new environment. I definitely think that this is something that I'm going to try to go out and do more, just because I have been enjoying it so much. But anyways, I'm just going to keep reading for a little bit longer, and I will see you guys when I pack up my things to go. So I am back home now, and I thought it would
to just do a little bit of self-care and relax for a little bit. I'm a little bummed out because I was originally planning on doing a face mask, but I realized that the mask that I have been using, I actually threw out a couple of days ago because it was pretty much empty already. So I think now I'm just gonna kind of go through my normal skincare routine and maybe just do a couple of like under eye patches. I do skincare every single day. I just have been lacking a lot on my nighttime skincare routine because it is the more tedious one, but it's also the one that's way more beneficial for my skin. I definitely suffer from pretty dry skin. I struggled a lot for a long time with finding a skincare routine that worked really well under makeup because no matter what foundation I would use, it would always end up being either really patchy or just showing up more matte on my skin. But over the last few months, I've definitely kind of honed in my routine and figured out what worked well for me. So now I actually tend to be on the dewier side, which is really, really nice. And just before I forget, I did just use the Bioderma micellar water. I really just like using micellar water to kind of double cleanse my skin before I actually go into the rest of the routine. And then next I'm just gonna go in with a Laneige cream skin toner. I really, really like this stuff. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but it just feels really nice on the skin. I think it honestly just took me a really long time to kind of figure out what skincare worked for my skin type because I feel like there's all these YouTube videos that are showing you like skincare routines for dry skin or skincare routines for oily skin. And although they recommend really good products, the products that they recommend for their skin isn't necessarily what works for everyone else, even if they have the same skin type. So it took me a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of trial and error to kind of come to the routine that I have today. But I am just really happy with what I do use now. It's not super expensive and it's not like a lot of products, but it definitely works for me. So if you have dry skin and you've been looking for a different routine to try, I will link everything that I use down below and hopefully it might help you out a little bit. But after my toner, I like to go in with my serums. I just use these two serums from The Ordinary. It's the hyaluronic acid and the niacinamide. I love these so much because they're so cheap and they're also really accessible. You can get them at a lot of different places. And these are the two that I have been using like the entire time I was trying to figure out my skincare. So they're definitely always going to be a part of my routine no matter what. So next I'm gonna go in with some eye patches. This isn't something that I do every single day, and honestly, I don't really know if it makes that much of a difference, but it's definitely something that's just really relaxing and kind of just feels like self-care. And I'm just using the Fortify eye patches from Pixi. So I just finished letting these sit for about 10 minutes and I'm gonna go ahead and take them off now. But on a topic other than skincare, I just made a really big and exciting purchase. So when I started my channel, I knew that it was something that I was hopefully gonna stick with for a long time. And I made a deal and told myself that when I reached 1,000 subscribers, I would let myself buy my first camera. I didn't think that I was gonna reach 1,000 subscribers until like way later on. So in my head, I was thinking that in a couple of months, I would let myself save up and buy a camera. But to my shock, I reached 1,000 subscribers within 2 weeks of starting my channel, which is just so crazy to me. I know I already talked about this earlier, but it's genuinely something that I cannot wrap my head around. And it's just so unbelievable that 1,000 people actually like me and the videos that I have been putting out. But anyways, since I did reach 1,000 subscribers, I figured I could treat myself to a camera because I have just been using my iPhone, and although my phone works well enough for my videos, it's kind of inconvenient just because it is my phone, so I can't use it for anything other than filming if that's what I'm doing at the time. And then I'm also gonna go in with the Cosrx Snail Mucin. If you have dry skin and you buy anything from the skincare routine, definitely buy this. But anyways, so I ordered my camera and it should be getting here in a couple of days. I'm very excited to unbox that. I'll probably include that in a video but I'm not gonna reveal which camera I get just yet in case I change my mind and end up returning it. But I am super excited for when that comes in a couple days, and hopefully you guys can see a difference in the quality of my videos. But anyways, now that it's been a little bit longer since I last ate at the beach, I am actually getting pretty hungry again. I'm still really craving the Korean spicy rice cakes, so I think I am actually gonna go to the grocery store after all. And then this is my favorite part of my nighttime skincare routine. I love to use this on top of my moisturizer, and it's the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I actually don't use it as a mask. I just use it kind of as an extra moisturizer to leave on overnight. And so far I really liked it. This is another one of the things in my routine that I don't think is really necessary, and I don't think you have to go and buy it, especially because this is on the pricier side. But this is another thing that definitely just feels more luxurious and is definitely kind of a self-care aspect. But anyways, that's pretty much it for my skincare routine. I think now I'm probably just gonna change into a warmer outfit because it is pretty chilly outside and I always get super cold in grocery stores. But I'll probably just film myself baking dinner for you guys and then call it a night after that.